incredible flavours, even better stories. One pour, 10 minutes, Aussie Bourbon Lovers sharing bourbon with Australia.
Oh, Dave, there was no
It was
pop
disappointing.
there.
Was that the technique?
Start again.
What are we having, Denver? What's this?
This Wild Turkey Revival from what's the name of the series?
Master's Keep.
Master's Keep.
Why am I blanking?
Well, because I pointed the label towards the camera rather than towards you, mate.
Yeah, no, but I shouldn't have been relying on the label. I should know that.
That's true. It's true.
It's like, what's the name of your child again? Oh,
It's when you draw a blank on the most obvious thing.
We're excited to be joined again by Denver Cramer from Denver and Liley, and thanks for coming in, mate, and sharing your glasses with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's fun to drink delicious bourbons from your glasses.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's a barrel finished bourbon, yeah.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about it? Do you know a fair bit about what they do at Wild Turkey? I
know a little bit about a tiny bit about Wild Turkey. This one, as you mentioned, was Oloroso finished. I need to brush up on all of these because I have the complete set to now.
Of all of the Master's Keeps?
Every single one, yeah.
And
I've
amazing.
I've got doubles of most.
Can I ask, are they opened or are they collected?
Are they shut?
You're not that guy. Are you that guy? Do you have shut?
No, I
bottles?
just haven't had time.
Okay. That's okay.
So I was a key speaker for Campari for a national series a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Post COVID, and I was with a guy from PS40, Michael Chem. So we just went around and we were talking about sort of the technicalities of whiskey and enjoyment of spirits, and then architecture and a whole bunch of different things and sound and things. That's what I was talking about.
Wow.
And so they emailed me and just asked, what do you want to be paid for this thing? And I said, just outside of sort of accommodation and food, I don't want to be paid. I just want Wild Turkey.
Yep. That's a good
What
payment.
an excellent
Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great for them.
Yeah.
But I said I wanted 2 of all of the Master's Keep
That's amazing.
thing up until a
That's
certain
great.
date.
Was that as your rider or payment? That's
That was my payment.
Not was in the green room. That was
That was my payment, yeah.
Amazing.
That's so good.
So then they just sent them all, and I've got all of these boxes.
Yep.
But I haven't even opened the boxes. They're sitting
all-
in the
yeah.
mailer, and then you go into that, and then there's the box.
mate. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
Dave has we have a great debate as to whether, bourbon should be drunk or collected.
Not debate. There's a
No, I
correct
agree.
answer
It should
and
be drunk.
incorrect
But
answer.
I've drunk. I think I've drunk in various different situations. Not my stuff. Nearly all of them. I'm not sure if I've had revival in Voyage. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, here's to some revival.
Yeah. Well, this is it. So cheers.
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 Immediately on the nose, this is to me, I'm getting that interesting amount of oak on it, which
there's
is so it's
lot of-
it's Oloroso sherry cask finish. So, and it's Eddie Russell's baby, right? The Master's Keep thing, is that right?
Yeah, it's the baby. It's an experimental series essentially. You get to do fun stuff. Instead of doing the same stuff every day, I'm just making
Mixing
once
it up
every
a bit.
12 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to do something like this, which is every new release is a different sort of experiment. But some of these experiments are kind of revivals from stuff that they did previously that are just sort of auction only bottles and for a specific market or something like that. So this is a really good way for for everybody to kind of get into some of those earlier really rare releases.
So you get to see what kind of flavours they had. That really sits and changes as you drink it.
Yeah, I'm getting some interesting tannins on it as well. I don't mean to be banging on about the wood, but I feel like there's a tannic experience on my tongue that's a bit grippy kind of in terms of the mouthfeel.
Yeah, it's like getting right to what they were trying to do. So there's some very interesting stuff going on there. It's for me, on the nose, I'm getting some of that barrel finishing. I'm not getting Oloroso, which is weird.
Yeah, this is this cool thing, right? So you see these things that are finished in I think you and I shared a pour of wood for reserve that was finished in honey barrels. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you have a honey barrel finish or a barrel finish, it's not even Angel's Envy's like this, right?
Yeah.
Finished in a port doesn't mean that you're going to get port when you drink it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do. You get a really strong flavour. And other times you're like, it's like it's just a label, and you're like, that doesn't have any resemblance at all to what it says on the label, but it still tastes delicious.
Isn't this the art of finishing though? Like, and I think Eddie Russell's really good at this. He's like, wait, we don't need to get Oloroso out of this. Let's get some interesting, different nuance into our bourbon that we wouldn't have otherwise had.
Yeah, exactly. So Eddie's really good at that. And then I think from memory, there's some interesting stuff coming down the line, which is more Bruce's influence. He's into rye.
He's a rye man. He's that rye guy.
Yeah, he's
The rye, to come back to the rye.
Yeah, but there's some great experimentation. We just had that Dummigan finished in fortified champagne cask.
Yeah.
Just imagine what Bruce could potentially do down the line. So I think this series is a really good one for people to get into. And really just shows them like kind of spreading their wings. I'm like looking at this and getting like different.
Oh. That's good for me because I was about to ask you, tell me the turkey story.
I use Revival already. I use spreading
yeah. It really showcases though all the different kind of styles with all.
Yeah, I think it really just shows the personality rather than sort of the bread and butter products.
Yep.
This is what we can do.
Yeah.
And it's great that Campari just, let them do what they want to do. Like they're still running it like a family business.
Yeah.
In a lot of respects.
So let me ask you then, what's the wild turkey story? You're like, there's guys I know who are turkey guys.
Yeah.
You are unashamedly, I think, a turkey guy, right? You love your turkey.
Yeah, I don't talk. Yeah.
No, you don't. It's not like you're exclusively only going to drink wild turkey, but you love.
It's up
you
there
love
with
wild
one.
turkey.
Yeah,
One of the faves.
I really love wild turkey. I think they've done some amazing stuff, and especially at certain price points, it's just phenomenal whiskey for their money.
Yeah.
Come on.
Really, really doing a great job.
What are we doing? It's Aussie people who love bourbon in Australia or who want to learn more about it in Australia. What's a good? Because wild turkey is one of these bourbon brands that you can get heaps of here.
Yeah.
If there's a wild turkey release, you can almost get it here, right? And
Yeah, because this is the second biggest market outside of the United States.
Yeah.
So this is huge here. So they pay a lot of respect to Australia, and they try and visit as often as they can. But yeah, this is like, I think RTD wise for wild turkey, it's the biggest market in the world. Like it's phenomenal. Yeah. Like the love for wild turkey here.
One of the best things about bourbon is the stories. What's your best wild turkey story that you can share on?
Pressure, Dan, yeah.
No pressure, far out.
Or one of the best.
We didn't give him any notes, so there's no here are the questions we're going to fire at you.
No. I want to know what the first one that pops into mind. It might not be your best one, but like a great wild turkey memory.
Okay, yeah. Went into the distillery.
Yep.
I can't remember if we're filming or not, but Bruce was there and his cousin, who's also works for Turkey.
Bruce Russell, like third generation of Jimmy
Bruce,
Eddie Bruce.
And his cousin with blonde hair. I can't remember her name now.
Oh, I've got nothing, mate. I did well to get Jimmy Russell.
And there was another collector. There was another collector there at the time, and we're just sitting there, and it was just like I just said, like we're talking about the bourbon glass a little bit, and then he goes, "Oh, do you want to try something with us?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he just like pulls out a donut. This will be great. Okay, cool. Yeah. We're just drinking that. I was like, holy shit.
What was that, a donut? Wait, what is a donut?
It's a particular type of bottle with the void in the middle.
Right.
Which is like I can't remember if it's from the 80s or 90s.
Like a really long
Wild
time
Turkey
ago.
released that shape with the donut.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've seen it.
I'm just trying to see it in my head now. I can't see it. I'll draw
It's like a
some good
hole
blanks.
in the middle of the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
you not seen that?
I can't picture it right now. But it's one of the old bottles. And then that was the first one. And then brought out like, I can't remember, that was like maybe a 70s bottle.
Wow.
And then the collector then brought out like something else. And I was there with a guy called Scotch Trooper. He's really famous in the Scotch scene. And so I just said, like, why don't you come along on this trip? It's going to be pretty good access. And he goes, yeah, why not? I'm just like, it's not that far for me compared to you. I was like, yeah, fair enough.
True.
Pretty good access. He's whipping out old dusties.
Yeah.
This sounds amazing.
And they just wanted to, like, I think they might have known him. Like, I'm no one.
Wait, so you're having this unbelievable experience. You're drinking Dusties with
Yeah, pretty much does.
with Bruce and like these amazing bottles.
Yeah, and another collector and Scotch Trooper. And then after that, we just had this, like, amazing experience I can't really talk about.
I love those kinds.
Outside of that room, and then we came back into the distillery room and had a couple more,
Amazing.
and then kind of went on our way very, very happy.
Can I quit? Because we're nearly running out of time. But so Wild Turkey has this great thing in the Australian market, and there's so much to be explored here. But, you know, we are this huge market of bourbon drinkers in Australia. And most people, I hope you agree with me, who think of, or most Australians think about bourbon and they think about it as an RTD, something with Coke, something with a mixer. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like. And Wild Turkey have done a great job of really leaning into that. So I understand that they're selling big volumes of RTDs. What do you reckon about the way that they're really good stuff, like a special bottle like this, where they're doing something pretty cool with their bourbon?
Yep.
How do more Aussies get into this?
Just go and buy one.
Go on,
Put it in one of your glasses?
I think that's probably the truest way that you can experience that. Like, it'd be, to me, like, obviously I'm biased, but I think it's a shame if you were to try and pour that into something else, and not really get all the sort of the facets of it and the detail. Because this is a love letter kind of to themselves and like to the people that follow them. They're going to be successful regardless of what they put out in a limited edition. But I think this has really got some depth to it. All of these different releases are just showing, like, sort of, as I said before, like, it's kind of spreading their wings. Yeah. So yeah, I would like just buy this thing. Yeah. It's not.
And
like,
try it in a good glass.
Small percentage of that.
And try it more than once, I think, too. Like, I think it's
when
easy.
you first pour it in, you mean? Try that and then come back to it.
No, like you could have a night where you go, I don't know if that's for me, and then come back to it another night. And, like, you know, there's ones I've found that I'm like, it wasn't really my favourite. And then I've had another night where I've had it and I'm like, this is amazing. And it's just,
Totally.
So,
it's subjective. It's like listening to music. Like, you're into different stuff at different times.
Yeah.
Like on a Monday night, you're not going to listen to the same thing on a Saturday night.
No.
So yeah, there's a certain time and period, and then sometimes like the stars like completely align.
Yeah.
And then you get this like absolute malt magic in whiskey terms, but it just like, and then you create like amazing memories. And that's kind of the magic of whiskey in general. Whiskey with an E or without, like it's
the story that comes with it. Yeah.
You've buried the lead though, because you said early on, Wild Turkey have a huge number of expressions that you can get, and in Australia you can get some really good ones. Yeah. Really good value. Yep. I love Australian bourbon. I want to try more Wild Turkey that I think is good value. What am I going to the bottle shop and getting?
12 probably.
So Wild Turkey 12-year-old.
Yeah.
That's the 101 12, is it? Is there
another? Oh, yeah, 101. Just buy 101.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be it. That would be my only recommendation.
Excellent.
Like,
and that's excellent. This is not a
and drink it out of one of these glasses.
Ooh, and drink it out of a Denver Cramer bourbon glass, obviously.
I'd be drinking it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
especially.
That's a recommendation. Hey, Denver, thanks for coming back. Great to have you on. Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers.
Wow. It's like a tuning fork.
It is great, isn't it? Good noise.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you're connected with us on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube, and stay connected with us by clicking subscribe on your favourite podcast app.